And how do you think Barnstaple has changed over the last, 25 years? What kind of things have you noticed?
Well, there's been all sorts of changes, but the most significant thing in the last 25 years is the building of out-of-town shops and the sudden failure of the town centre and the desperate attempts to bring trade back to the town centre, which has created a market that's open 6 days a week instead of 2 days a week, creating pedestrianised streets, greater care about how the town looks to visitors as well as to the locals, so it becomes a pleasant place to shop in, not just a utilitarian town, but actually a pleasant place to be. And finally, the building of the new bridge has meant that the street we're standing in, which was clogged with traffic, night and day, heavy traffic here all the time, is now pedestrianised effectively. So the town centre is quieter, gentler, pleasanter place to be, a nice place to spend the day. So I'm principally interested in the town centre as opposed to the overall town. Of course, I'm interested in the economy as well, but the town centre is what I've been working on and for.
And I know Ricky Knight, who we're going to meet on Friday, is interested in green issues. In what way has Barnstaple become greener?
There's a cyclist cycling past us. I mean, the cycling is the new craze, not exactly craze, but I mean everyone in this country seems to have a cycle now. If you go back 30 years, there was probably only one cycle for every 10 adults. I reckon there's probably one cycle for every 2 adults now, probably more than that. And in this town, because of the cycle paths, not just the Tarka Trail, which is for tourists and for days out, but throughout the town itself, there's a whole network of wonderful cycle routes. Just the other day, I had to go and buy a can of paint from a company out a mile from the town centre, and I decided I'd do it on the bicycle rather than the car. Because it's quicker and quite pleasant, and because there's often a traffic jam coming back into the town centre, so I did that, and it was very pleasant and very easy. The cycle paths through the town are wonderful, and the fact that there's so much more pedestrianised areas makes it safer for cyclists. So walking and cycling and gardens and flowers.
Recycling? Is that?
Well, recycling, Devon has been particularly good at recycling. The whole country, the whole of Europe, of course, have tried. The whole country's tried pretty well, but Devon has done very well indeed. Maybe because of its mostly liberal government. Whatever, I don't know. But certainly, every household that I know of is very careful about separating all the different materials and all the different ways of getting things recycled, and clamouring to get other things recycled as well when they're not being recycled. So there is actually a push from down below to try and get other things recycled.
All right, thanks very much.